Hey guys, wkryder here, bringing you a little Medal of Honor WarFighter beta, and of course this is on the Xbox 360. This map is called Sarajevo for those of you who have not experienced this yet, and I'm going to be using the Assaulter class. So the Assaulter class, of course, aptly named because it does have all the assault rifle type weapons in the game, and I'm using the HK416, which is a pretty nasty rifle. I do really well with it every time I strap it on, and this is one of the classes that you can rush with. And as you see there, if you are familiar with Medal of Honor 2010, you pull out the little optical binoculars and then mark your target, paint it with the laser, and just let those things rain down upon them, man. But a lot of fun here. I am enjoying the beta. I was unaware that the forums actually are just totally ripping this game apart on the Battlefield forums, where pretty much is where Medal of Honor is going to be housing their forums, and also their battle log as well ties in the same battle log that Battlefield 3 has. But I actually really enjoy this game, and I played a ton of Medal of Honor 2010. As a matter of fact, I have posted quite a few times on Reloaded Medal of Honor 2010, and I still post Medal of Honor 2010. I really do enjoy that game, and this, to me, is really an updated version of that game. I think there's been significant improvements. Spawn camping was always a huge problem in Medal of Honor 2010. You could shoot across a map into a spawn. Not perfect in this beta. I understand it's a beta. I'm not, hey, danger close, man. Why the hell didn't you make a perfect beta? It's like, I get it. They're testing server loads, or testing quirks and everything else. I get it. And I also have left them plenty of community feedback on their forums and their social media, which they have asked for participants in this beta. Now, if you haven't downloaded this beta from the Xbox Live Store, you should do so. It's underneath the demos. Search for Medal of Honor WarFighter in the demos, and it will actually say demo, but it is a beta. And I'm not sure when the beta is going to, but it's a lot of fun. I'm trying to do as best I can. I'm level 25 right now, and I got a bunch of stuff unlocked. They aren't releasing everything in the beta, but supposedly one of my subscribers actually told me that the assault class has pretty much everything is available to unlock. Nice catch. For in the beta, which is really cool. I just hope it carries over to final release. I'll be really happy if all this work wasn't done in complete vain. But using the Assaulter class here, it's one of my favorite particular classes. And of course, the guns, they pack a wallop. There are many classes to choose from, but I do find myself continuously using the Assaulter class as well as the Spec Ops class. They're my two favorite. Also, you have the Point Man class, which is another nice one. Pretty much anything you can rush around in. That's my style of gameplay. So classes that can suit and fill that style of gameplay is what I'm going to end up enjoying. You see here, I call that in, and I'm like, oh man, I got this freaking tomahawk, calling this bad boy in, and then I hit the radio tower. I mean, what kind of bad luck is that? Like, I got the whole freaking map wide open, and I hit the antenna. I mean, that's just horrible. Some things with these shooters, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. That's just one of those instances where you don't get lucky. But beta, having a lot of fun with it. I understand it's a beta. I've seen a lot of videos where it's like, well, they should have done this, and this is obviously wrong. There's huge lag, and it's like, hey, it's a beta. It's a test model. It's a rough draft, and they're trying to get everything ready for a final release. This is not the final release game. But you can see here now, if you are new to Medal of Honor, you saw there at the top left corner right now, I have my choice of two different kill streaks. If I hit the D-pad over to the right side, I can have more of a helpful kill streak for my team. In this case, it's like a nice UAV streak. If I hit the D-pad over to the left, I'm going to call in an artillery strike. And basically, with this class, the artillery strikes actually get more and more lethal as you go on. And you'll see here shortly that I'm actually going to end up calling in an Apache helicopter as one of my final kill streaks that end up racking up here. But a lot of fun here. Now, also for those of you who aren't familiar with this game, this particular time they have a 2-person squad. So if you are from Battlefield, it's like a squad of 2 people. You can still spawn on your buddy, similar to Battlefield, or you can spawn. I think they just call it spawn away. So you actually spawn back a little bit. It's supposed to be out of the line of fire, and then you can go ahead and rush in. And it won't let you spawn your buddy if your buddy's in trouble. Little 2-piece. But it won't let you spawn on your buddy if your buddy's in trouble. If he's taking fire, if he's taking suppression, it will not let you spawn on your buddy, which is a really, really cool thing. Now, that little flashing red dot down there is a proximity mine that blew my ass up there a little while ago. And that's one of those things that I like to see them maybe tweak or fix a little bit. And, so I think they need to make it a little more visible. If you remember in the Battlefield 3 beta, the spawn beacons were a little tiny piece of crap equipment like that, and you could never find them. You could hear them, but you have to like search all over the map to find them. So hopefully they make those things maybe a little more visible, and that will help out. It's one of my gripes is those things. So this is the Apache helicopter. You have basically 2 seats in this. I am in the pilot seat, and there's no training wheels on this game. So let me set that. I'll talk a little more about that in just a second. But I'm just firing away here to where all the choke points are on the map. They seem to be spawning in this building, so I'm just launching as much crap in there as I can. Now the game mode we are playing is similar to Headquarters if you're from Call of Duty, or it's similar to like a single MCOM and Rush if you're from Battlefield School of Thought. Now, what I mean by training wheels in this game, as you can see, there's not a whole lot of indicators to let me know where the enemy is. There's not UAV spams. To call in a UAV, you actually have to select a certain class and then build up a kill streak to be able to deploy a temporary and also a sectional UAV. The UAV is not good for the entire map. It is only good for this section or the area of the map where you actually do launch it. I love that idea. It's a great idea. Of course, one of the things that with Call of Duties and with the Medal of Honor 2010 was the UAV spam. However, I think it's also a good idea that they don't have any type of UAV protection, which I think is really key here. Now, I tried to go ahead and tomahawk that guy, but he was in the heavy class and he just turned on me and he got me. So it's a good play by him and an unlucky move by me. You can see here, I mean, this HK is doing some serious work. It's a very viable gun. It's one of these guns that I used in the beginning of the beta, and this is actually going into it now 2 days or a day and a half, I guess, when I got this gameplay. But it was just real easy to use for me, just kind of like peanut butter and jelly. Just felt like home, and I was able to do some work. And as you can see here, we didn't let them capture any of the bases, as you see by those 3 check marks. Ended up with a nice score of 38-12. The game's not perfect. Very low hit to kill as well, so 38-12. I was happy with that score. And as you see here, all my accolades and progressions throughout the rest of the game. So if you guys want more Medal of Honor, please subscribe to Yeousch, and of course, feel free to check out my channel, and I'm sure I'll post more here shortly.